Tudor.
Tudor.
It's not a Tudor.
Tudor. Okay.
What do you guys think? So we'll go over the highlights. We got a
two-tone chrono.
We got a two-tone Black Bay chronograph.
Looks sweet.
Which is awesome.
It is
Looks
sweet.
kind of like a John Player special a little bit.
It's also on a bun strap.
Yeah.
It's also on a bun strap.
Yep.
Yep.
Comes on a bun strap.
We got a Black Bay bronze with this like beautiful slate
Gray
gray
dial,
dial.
yeah.
Super tasteful.
Yep.
And then the big guy is the
dive watch, the P01.
dive watch, the P01.
It's really cool.
Is it? I'll see it tomorrow.
I saw
but-
it. It's really cool. It has the bezel locking mechanism, and it's
So-
based on a prototype from I think 1969.
So
Right.
I'll add a little color here. So
Okay.
that
Yes.
that watch has been kind of circulating on Instagram and some books. You know, there's some kind of like grainy photos of it around for years.
There's some controversy.
Quite right.
Yes.
Everybody assumed it was a fake. Just straight up. I mean, like the people that really know, like the guys that whose names we all know and respect. Everyone's like, "Oh, that's a fake. Like, don't even give me that." You know?
The most universally acknowledged Franken watch in the universe.
One of them.
One of them,
I mean, top three for sure. And so now, they made this watch, which means Rolex feels pretty good about this being a real thing.
Yeah.
And they made this as a prototype to pitch to the United States Navy, and apparently Bulova actually won the contract. And so they made at least one or two of them, basically as an internal Franken watch. They took
it's-
pieces of parts from around the factory and put it together.
I mean, it's interesting. There is actually a patent, which is a matter of public record, for the bezel locking mechanism. So, it's not unreasonable to assume that at least one actual prototype was produced.
Yeah.
But,
So where is the
beyond that-
prototype?
I don't know. Do they have it in the booth?
They have it. It's in the booth.
Yeah.
Oh, they have
It's
it.
in one of the windows at the booth.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to go back and take pictures.
I'm trying to get them to take it out of the booth. We'll see if they
For you.
For me.
The Stevie P.
We'll see. But
Leaving aside the sort of controversial aspect, it's kind of a cool watch in person. I mean, it's got a little bit of a Rolex deep sea vibe to it. I mean, the same sort of weird attraction that an obviously overbuilt watch that is designed to prevent accidents from happening that in real life you will never encounter, can have.
the thing I like most about it is Tudor's done a really good job over the last couple of years building super consumer-friendly watches. Like, basically anybody can buy a Black Bay, love a Black Bay.
Right.
Black Bay chronograph, people love it. Pelagos, people love it. It's accessible. Black Bay 36. I mean, like,
Right.
really, really accessible.
Well, the Black Bay chronograph is, I think, a little bit of a
Okay, but
heavy lift
still,
for some people.
like
But-
they're relatively
in general,
accessible,
yeah, for sure.
consumer-focused pieces. This is super weird. Like,
It's a weird
I would
thing.
imagine very few people are. This is going to be a niche watch. This is not something I think Tudor expects to sell 100,000 of.
Our newest editor, Cole Pennington, was in the meeting, and this is kind of his jam. I mean, he's got very granular, sort of knowledge of this kind of thing, and what he said, and he's going to be on the pod later this week. But what he said was he actually found the fact that this is such a niche thing, really, really attractive.
Yeah.
Like, he's not interested in the Black Bay 58s of the world, but like something almost borderline bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to him, it's fascinating.
I mean, I just can't imagine, knowing the Rolex executive team and board a little bit, not personally, but I know of them. I just can't imagine that board meeting where they said, "Yeah, like let's greenlight this, let's
Yeah,
do this," But that happened.
Yep,
It's
it
cool.
is.
Here we
It
are.
kind of reminds me of the old days of Rolex, like some of the weird vintage stuff that you get from the like 50s and 60s, where you just go, "Who the hell thought this was a good idea to make this?" You know?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there was
it's
so much
cool.
weird stuff back in the day, and this, as you said, I mean, this feels like the old days.
Yeah.